I want to talk to you about Amazon SES, and we want to talk about the benefits, the limitations, and the pricing. The thing is, Amazon is known as an e-commerce sort of giant, but they do a lot of stuff also when it comes to content marketing. So we want to talk about that. So here's an overview I want you to pay attention to. So when you think about Amazon SES, I want you to think about Amazon Simple Email Service. So it's basically strong when it comes to content marketing, but more specifically, email marketing. So this is actually a part of the cloud computing platform of AWS, Amazon Web Services, and helps you send marketing emails, transactional emails, and or notification emails to your customers' inboxes. So basically, Amazon SES is Amazon's latest attempt at getting into the email marketing space. This is kind of cool because when you think about the size of Amazon to start with, having the opportunity to actually use the full scale of its operations to get into email marketing is pretty interesting. So what is Amazon SES really? So think about cloud-based email sending service. And the service can send bulk and transactional emails to your customers. It doesn't matter about the geography, doesn't matter about the demographics or the chronology. All your customers can actually receive bulk and transactional emails. Okay. However, to send emails through Amazon SES, you first have to create an AWS account. So you got to have an Amazon Web Services account, a cloud account, if you will. And when we talk about Amazon SES, you have multiple user types. This is really good. So you have a sandbox user, for instance. You have what they call a IAM user. Let me break it down for you. So when we talk about sandbox user, so basically many transactional email services have safeguards in place to prevent spammers from misusing them. So new users have to get manually verified before they can start sending large volumes of emails. So Amazon SES also has this safeguard. So all new users are sandbox users by default. However, you can always send a request to Amazon to remove your account from the Amazon SES sandbox through the AWS management console. So this is the console is where you actually direct everything. Okay. Although being a sandbox users won't limit you from using any of the Amazon SES other features, there are certain restrictions, such as you can only send emails to and from verified email IDs and domains. You can send a maximum of just 200 emails per 24-hour period, and you can send a maximum of 1 email per second. So that's the first category, sandbox user. And then you have the IAM user. So the IAM user, the identity and access management user, gets secure access to AWS resources and can authenticate and authorize other users, for example, your employees, to use those resources. So when creating an IAM user with the AWS console, the whole process is straightforward. But doing the same with the AWS CLI, command line interface, requires you to create an access key. So actually what happens here is that Amazon has put safeguards in place to make sure the whole process is actually adhered to strictly. Boss, welcome back to the show. It's really a pleasure to have you here. Make yourself comfortable. You are going to enjoy today's conversation. So when we talk about Amazon SES, of course, you have multiple user types. You also have email sending quotas. So this is kind of important to understand the protocol that AWS actually follows. So the sending quota regulates the number of emails you can send per day and the rate at which you can send them. So the maximum standard limit for sandbox users is 200 emails in 24 hours. I just said that, with no more than 1 email per second. If you've moved out of the sandbox, then Amazon SES performs an automatic quota increase depending on criteria, such as sending high quality content that your recipients want to open. Because if your recipients are not opening your emails, then that means that your emails either is not relevant or is not of good quality. Okay. And having low bounce and complaint rates, not sending test emails to fake email addresses, and your daily outgoing email volume regularly approaches your daily maximum email sending limit. However, the default email sending quota for IAM users is 10,000 emails per day after production access is granted. When you move out of the sandbox, you got to move out of the sandbox first before you can actually unlock all the benefits that come with sending a lot of emails. I mean, in the thousands of emails per day. Now let's talk about sending emails in Amazon SES. Now the thing is that in Amazon SES, you can send emails to your customers, through the Amazon SES console, its SMTP interface or the Amazon SES API. However, unlike other email services or mailbox providers such as MailChimp or Sendingblue, Amazon SES checks the authentication of your outgoing mails. It even acts as a spam filter for both outgoing and incoming emails. So this is kind of cool. And so you have a lot of safeguards in place. You have the Amazon SES SMTP interface. This is another important element, and it's one of those things where you gotta have the credentials first. Everything happens when you log into your AWS management console. So now I don't want to go into the technical part of those things here. So if you have any questions, please let us know in the comment section, and we'll certainly get back to you. Not a problem. Okay. So you have the Amazon SES SMTP. You have the Amazon SES API. So it's one of those things where when we talk about an email API basically offers access to email service functionalities through your website or app. But it has to be configured, okay? And then you have the Amazon SES console, and the console also is another layer for you to actually access the Amazon sort of platform to send your emails. But again, I don't want to go into all too much technicality. If you have specific questions, let us know, and we'll certainly get back to you. Not a problem. Also, I want to quickly remind you of today's topic. We are having a conversation about Amazon SES, and we are reviewing this email marketing tool. Let's talk about detailed email performance analysis. So Amazon SES allows you to have that. So what happens here is that when you send emails, Amazon SES automatically collects all data regarding email deliverability, blocked and rejected messages, bounce rates, and complaints in the SES console. So you have a full array of granular data to know what's really happening. Additionally, it's the Amazon SES deliverability dashboard service offers a reputation monitoring for up to 5 domains, along with 25 predictive email placement tests. And the SES dashboard really also helps you check the number of emails that have reached the inbox and spam folders, as well as failed email delivery. So you have a clear idea about what's really happening here, okay? And you can even connect it to Amazon's CloudWatch, the Amazon data management service, to get a quick overview of the total open, click, bounce, and complaint rate. So you have a granular view of what's really happening, of like a granular performance view of what's really happening with your data. You also have Amazon SES integrations. The integration can really help you actually expand the scope of your email marketing initiatives. So we're talking about integrations to third-party apps as varied as Gmail. You have Stripe, you have MailChimp, you have Sandy, you have WordPress. Now the only thing is, it's important to really understand that you can really integrate applications running on Amazon EC2, the Elastic Compute Cloud, with AWS SES, and then use AWS SDK, the software development kit, to send emails. And this lets you send around 62 to 65,000 emails every month without any additional charges. So the API is kind of cool, and the integration is kind of cool also, in that regard. You can also use AWS Elastic Beanstalk, Amazon's application deployment service, and develop email-enabled programs that use Amazon SES to send newsletters to your customers, okay? So this is really good. You can even, and this is even good in terms of scalability, you can even configure Amazon SNS, the simple notification service, to get email deliverability, complaints, and bounce notifications. So that's really good. Okay, so that everything I'm telling you, that's really what you can integrate with other than AWS. So this is kind of cool in terms of scalability. I mean, if you're sending 10,000 emails, okay, but if you're sending 100,000 emails, then you have to have more sophisticated tools to make everything happen. I want to talk to you about the pricing here. So when we talk about Amazon SES pricing, you really have to, I want to show you a first screenshot here. So the first screenshot says very simply that you have to contact Amazon for more information, and they kind of have some clusters of some categories of customers to really see what kind of pricing we're talking about. But it's important to actually contact Amazon to have a clear idea how much you can expect to pay in terms of the Amazon SES service. So the second screenshot I'm showing you here, you have a little idea of what's really happening. So you have outbound email from EC2, 10 cents per 1,000 emails. You have outbound emails from non-EC2, you have 10 cents per 1,000 emails. And then you have inbound email, 10 cents per 1,000 emails. And you have also additional charges depending upon the configuration that you have. And it's important to really understand that Amazon SES offers overall a pay-as-you-go service based on the email volumes sent and received, right? It's all about the email inflow and outflow. And so when we talk about sending emails, it's all about the kind of tier you find yourself in. Okay, but it's basically, I just want to remember 10 cents for every 1,000 emails. Okay, but the maximum you can actually send in terms of free emails is 62 free emails. So basically, if you connect any of your email applications that are already running on EC2 with Amazon SES, you get to send up to 62,000 free emails from the platform. So this is really good. And so you have receiving emails. So in case you're receiving emails, the first 1,000 emails you receive are not charged. However, you have to pay 10 cents for every 1,000 emails after you exhausted your initial quota. So this is kind of important to really think about the holistic charges. So you also have additional pricing features, right? Dedicated IP. You also have bring your own IP. So this optional service of Amazon SES allows you to use your own IP address or your own IP addresses to send emails via its app. The monthly charge is $24.95 for each IP you use. And you also have a deliverability dashboard. And so this dashboard has a monthly price of $1,250, $1,250. And this charge covers a sender reputation monitoring for 5 domains and 25 predictive email placement tests. So the whole thing here is that when we talk about the Amazon SES, if you want to use Amazon SES, you have a constellation of services that are embedded, not just when it comes to sending and receiving emails, and actually certifying their deliverability. But there is a whole idea of reputation management that goes after that. So, and Amazon, of course, charges you for that. But it's one of those costs. It's one of those costs that they are really worth having or worth paying for. Boss, I want to quickly remind you of today's topic. We are having a conversation about Amazon SES, and we just doing a review of this tool. I want to talk to you about the limitations of Amazon SES. As you probably saw, Amazon SES is pretty sophisticated, and you can send thousands of emails a day, but there are some limitations. And I want to really go through a couple of them. And so you have a tool that's extremely technical. You probably saw when I was just explaining to you stuff. It's it just sounds like you need to have a PhD in computer science to understand. That's why I just told you if you have specific questions, we would be happy to answer you, because we can't really cover all the whole gamut in a 15 minutes or 20-minute video. But it's important to understand that basically Amazon SES is super technical. To put it simply, if you don't have a developer's knowledge and skill level, configuring and setting up Amazon SES can be really difficult. Whether you are using its SMTP interface or API, or even going deeper into configuring specific features like TKIM, domain keys, identified mail. The process is highly complicated and technical. So, it's one of those things where you better have at least a master's degree or PhD in computer science, or at least have someone who does have those skills on your team. You also have limited SMTP functionality. So while Amazon SES offers a powerful SMTP server, it might not be as powerful as most other dedicated SMTP providers, because unlike other SMTP providers that allow you to send an unlimited number of emails, Amazon SES still restricts the number of daily emails you can send, right? Sure, it's more than what Gmail can offer you, but for a large email marketing campaigns that involve more than 10,000 emails a day, Amazon SES might not be able to help you. Additionally, because of separate AWS regions, you'll need different SMTP credentials for customer bases that are geographically dispersed. So it's one of those things where the way we analyze email marketing, we think about chronology, we think about geography, and we think about demographics. So if geography is actually causing, I would say, concerns already, this could be problematic down the road, because this really limits your reach when you are trying to send a consolidated global email campaign. And your emails are under strict supervision. Amazon SES takes serious note of your email deliverability. So if your email quality dips, you may receive an email sending pause and your SES account will be under review. For example, if your bounce rate exceeds 5% and your complaint rate goes above 0.1%, your account could go under review. If your bounce rate is above 10% and your complaint rate is over 0.5%, your email sending capabilities will be paused automatically. It won't resume until the issue causing these levels is resolved. While this is done as a security and quality measure on AWS's side, it can become rather inconvenient for a user at times, especially if you are actually focused on a campaign and you want to reach certain goals, and Amazon is sort of putting clusters or hurdles in your progress. Now let's talk about an alternative. You have GMass, for instance, and so you can use GMass as a tool to enhance Amazon SES functionality. Sure, Amazon SES has a great SMTP interface that allows you to use dedicated IPs in your own IP address. But the thing is that it comes with a lot of limitations. So if you want to dodge its multiple restrictions and really enhance your email marketing experience, just connect its SMTP to either Gmail or GMass, okay, among other tools, of course. So when we talk about GMass, what we love about GMass is the functionality, but also the efficiency, because GMass is really the integration between GMass and Amazon SES are really, those integrations are really good because GMass remains a really powerful email marketing and marketing automation platform. And it has robust mail merge features that really actually help a lot of folks, navigate the likes of Google, Uber, Twitter, and LinkedIn. And we love the fact that GMass actually can help you send personalized bulk emails, access real-time campaign engagement reports, schedule emails or email campaigns in advance, create automated follow-up workflows, and use custom tracking domains for better deliverability. And we love the fact that GMass really integrates pretty well to Amazon SES, because what happens here is that GMass remains a simple yet powerful email marketing app, and it really kind of functions as like Gmail's user interface. Since you probably already use Gmail, you won't have to waste time familiarizing yourself with a new interface. So to connect Amazon SES to GMass, all you have to do is to set up a GMass account, set up an AWS account in Amazon SES SMTP interface, modify the SMTP settings on the GMass account, and link your GMass account with Amazon SES SMTP interface. The reason why I'm talking about GMass particularly is because the other players, such as MailChimp or Sendinblue or Aweber or have you, those do not integrate pretty well with Amazon SES, but GMass does. So we thought it would be really interesting to really to mention that here, so a lot of players will know what's really happening. Okay, but the other players, Sendinblue now called Bravo, MoveSend, SendGrid, SMTP.com, Inbox Road, Postmark, Mandrill, Mailjet, Pabbly. They do not integrate pretty well with Amazon SES, so this could be a bummer. So what is our verdict here? Is Amazon SES worth it for your email marketing campaign? Well, you heard me. Basically, it is a great. This is actually a really safe tool. Of course, you can't get safer than an Amazon product. Okay, quality product, that's for sure. You have a sophisticated product, that's for sure. Legit, that's for sure. The question is, do you have the technological sophistication to understand to really navigate the Amazon SES functionalities pretty well? Because see, the tool is good, but the tool is really advanced. This is not like your regular email marketing tool like MailChimp or whatever. So if you have anybody who has this knowledge, this programming knowledge on in-house, then you can use Amazon SES. We love Amazon SES. We love it because it is sophisticated. We love it because it has a lot of security protocols around to make sure that your reputation management is taken care of, but also your email deliverability is being taken care of. However, Is it actually accessible to your regular small business owner? Certainly not. Certainly not. This was not a tool that was built for your regular business owner, or even a small business owner for that matter. Maybe a mid-sized business or a large enterprise, that's for sure. But for a small business owner, for a solopreneur, definitely not. So if you are looking for a very sophisticated tool that can help you send bulk email, that's what I want to insist on, the bulk email aspect of things. And so if you are looking for a tool from a reputable player that can help you send emails, like send large transactional emails in bulk, then you certainly want to go with Amazon SES. Of course, you got to have the technological acumen that I spoke about a little earlier. If you do, you are good to go. But if you don't, you'll be struggling like big time. You will struggle like crazy. Thank you so much for your attention. I really appreciate it. In today's conversation, I just spoke to you about Amazon SES email marketing service. I gave you the overview, the pricing, the limitations, the integration you can have through GMAS, our verdict, and now the recap. Thank you so much. God bless you. I'll see you next time. Until then, remember, stay marvelous.